is Courtesy, and I am a Shopaholic. Okay, in today's video, we are going to go over my no-buy 2026. I know, not like me at all. I am a shopaholic through and through. I will shop for anything and everything. I shop for clothes, body care, skincare, home decor, crafting, makeup, anything and everything. If I can buy it and it pertains to me, I'll buy it. So I'm trying to change that habit for 2026. So we are doing no buy 2026. And in this video, we're going to go over why I'm doing this. So there is always a why behind you doing anything. And I have my top 5 whys as to why I'm not going to buy anything really in 2026. So the first one is too much stuff. I have too much stuff. Now that's a big thing for me because I always said I didn't have enough space for all my things because I lived in a really small apartment. Now I have a house. I shouldn't have too much stuff. I should have a place for everything. And my mom always sticks by that. You should have a place for everything. I have a place for everything. But when there's too much of everything, then it's just too much and you can't put it away. So I'm going to just stop buying too much of everything. And I think the way that is using what I have and not buying anything new. Because I don't need, 25 different chapsticks. Use the chapsticks I have. I obviously have those, and I bought the same ones multiple because I liked it, so I should just use the one I have. Yes, I'm very big on there's limited edition ones, and then there's this and that. I have to come down. Use what I have. I think I don't have a fear of missing out when it comes to going out or hanging out with friends. I have a fear of missing out if I didn't buy something. And that, I feel like that's even worse. Okay, next. I want to save. I used to save so much, and then I just got to a point, really at some point in my life, that I'm like, why am I saving when I could literally die tomorrow and all that money just goes to waste? So I started spending it. I was like, I like to see my money where I like to be able to see my money. And I was really giving that Carrie Bradshaw vibe where it's like, I like my money where I can see it in my closet. And yes, you could live like that, but I think I also should be prepared for the future and any emergencies. And I really need to start racking up my savings again because for me, it's really easy to save. I love seeing the money grow and grow and grow. And I think thinking about my future, I want to be able to save more and be like, I have this much saved up. I never really want to buy a house. It's not a dream of mine, so I wouldn't be saving up for that. Don't want a car. I don't want to drive. Never really want to be saving up for that either. I used to have a dream car, but how my life has gone and the car accident and things like that, it's not a dream of mine. If I move somewhere, which I doubt, anywhere I want to move, it's really giving city vibes. So I doubt it, but if I do move somewhere, and I need a car, of course I'll get it. But I want to be able to be like, I have the money to buy a car. I have the money to buy a house and just pay it all right then and there. If I needed that, but I want to be able to say I have that. I think it's very important that I'm only 22. I have so much years to save up and I don't want to work for the rest of my life. So I think if I start saving now and putting it into a high yield savings and investing it and things like that, because I used to do all those things, but I don't know. Kind of went out the window in 2025. So I think we need to get back into that. I'll have so much money saved by the time I'm 35. So save. The next one, a big one for so much people in my generation, I feel, is travel. I want to be able to pay for these trips that I want to go on, and I am unfortunately at the age that my parents and my grandparents don't pay for my trips anymore. So my last trip that I went on that was paid for was when I graduated with my associate's degree, and I went on a Greece trip. We went to Greece, Paris, Turkey, Israel, Jerusalem, Barcelona. No, we didn't go to Barcelona. We went to Santorini in Greece also, and it was an amazing trip. But that trip was so expensive, and my grandparents are paying that cruise since like 2 years ago, and I had to pay for just my flight to Paris, and that was about like $1,300. And I'm like, uh, I could pay for it because back then I was saving, but I want to be able to have that much money that I could just not have to think about it and go. I want to go on so many trips in 2027. So the base of 2026 is that if I'm paying for anything, I'm paying for those trips in 2027. I am prepaying, I am slowly paying off those trips. I want to go on at least 5 trips in 2027 out of the country, and I need to take my mom with me. So I have to start saving to travel to save. All right, we're on to our fourth reason why, and that is I want to move. I am manifesting it. I'm going to move to New York next year, and I'm going to be making the money I need to live in New York where I want to live in New York. I want to live in the city. I'm a city girl through and through. I love Manhattan. I love the vibe. I love the people. I love how it is. New York is where I was born, and it's always felt like home. I think Miami has nothing else to give me. I think I've used up my time here. And I just want to go back to New York. And so if I want to live the way I want to live in New York, I have to have the money too. So I want to also I want to have the career of doing social media and having that steady income, but I also want to move and have all that money saved up so I can move next year. Because you hear so many things of people moving and they have the money for first, second, and third month's rent, but they don't have the money for furniture, uh plates, pots, things like that. So moving money in that aspect to have money to just to furnish and to live in my apartment that I will be getting in New York. You guys will see me next year saying I moved to New York by myself. And I also want to live by myself for a little bit. I think I love living with my mom, don't get me wrong, but I think everyone should at least live by themselves in their own apartment at least once in their life. I don't think you should be codependent your whole life. I think you need to know how to live by yourself. And me, I think I'll do perfectly fine because as an only child, I'm used to being by myself. And I think it would just be, I think it would be better for me. I think it would be fun. I think it would be character development, a different episode to my chapter. So I think it'd be fun. Last but not least, quality over quantity. So I have a lot of things, as we stated in the first point. I have a lot of things, but are they good things? I think the problem is that I keep rebuying mediocre things, and there's some in the mix of it, like really good things, and I've had them for years. I love them; they're great. But I think it's also in the aspect that I wouldn't have to keep buying so much of something if I got the better version of it. So I want to start I already did that with jewelry. I've leveled up my jewelry. I get high quality jewelry that lasts forever. So I don't have to keep buying I used to buy the same ring over and over again. I shouldn't have to do that. I should get one good ring that I can have for the rest of my life and it can pass down. It should be a high quality ring. So that's why I started investing into silver and into gold. For one, I always invested into things like that. I would get sterling silver though, because I can never wear gold plated. I have to have sterling silver, silver or gold because I break out really bad with fake jewelry. So I make sure to get high quality jewelry that's not going to irritate me. But for instance, I don't get me wrong, Air Force Ones are great shoes, but I would buy as soon as those shoes would get super worn out and there, I would buy another one. I think in my lifetime I've probably bought at least 6 pairs of Air Force Ones, the all white ones, and that's concerning. I should have a pair of shoes that I love and invest in. Like my Doc Martens, those in my mind are forever shoes. I invest that money into them. They're high quality shoes. I don't have to keep rebuying them. Do I have a collection of them? Yes, but there's not a single Doc Marten that I have that is a repeat at all. So those are high quality shoes that I don't have to have so many quantity of. Um, Even just pens, the smallest things. I love a good pen. I have high quality pens, but I keep buying low quality pens. So I keep buying them, so I have so much quantity of those cheap pens when I have high quality pens. So why do I keep buying cheap pens? It makes no sense. Even with like hair care, I've gone through so many different hair care in my lifetime, and the thing is, we've always gotten the cheap versions. Like, yes, they work, but sometimes it feels like my hair just doesn't agree with it anymore. I want to buy high quality products that I don't have to have so much quantity of so many different hair products. So, like, I started investing in Gisu and Amika and Way to see which one of those brands are good for me so I can have high quality products and not have so much quantity of it, so I can just use it, and when I'm finished it, I can throw it away. In hindsight, also, my 2026 will be a Project Pan 2026, because I'm literally going to use everything I have. Like, there's no rebuying anything. Like, I truly don't think I need to rebuy anything. I have a million perfumes, a million body, a million deodorants, a million pens. Like, I really don't think I need to buy anything except like groceries. I have shoes, clothes, everything. Like, I'm extremely grateful that I can say that I have all of these things, but like, it's also in the fact of like, I see the money, but like, truly, that's a lot of money going into materialistic things. I need to come back to myself. And I think I started buying, like, I've always said shopping is a hobby of mine, but I've kind of like geared away from my hobbies because I'm like, I'd rather go shopping instead of doing one of my hobbies. So I'm trying to change that. But yeah, quality over quantity. That's a big one. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We are definitely going to do rules for my No by 2026 / Project Pan. It's going to be very, very strict because if I don't give myself clear and set rules, I will somehow try to break it. So we are going to go over those and write those down and get into the whole gist, and tell me if you guys are going to be doing a No by 2026. I know a lot of people are starting to do that because overconsumption is definitely a thing. I'm no way in any shape or form a minimalist. I love things. I love maximizing my space. But I think sometimes it gets to a point where you don't need 30,000 different lip glosses when you have 5 favorites. You can have those 5 favorites and not have to keep buying different lip glosses. It gets a little crazy. And I want to take you guys with me because this is very much going to be a really big challenge for me because my mom is the same way. She loves to go shopping. That is literally 96% of the time how we spend our time together. We go shopping, we talk, we love going shopping and talking and doing different things out and about, and it brings us such immense joy. But I think we need to start finding joy in other things other than, spending all of our money. Like, I will spend my paycheck and 3 days flat, and the thing is, I really won't feel any regret about it, but then I want something else and I'm like, oh, I spent the money already. So yeah, we're gonna go on this long 2026 journey. This is gonna be the diaries of a shopaholic for sure. We're going to go through the ups, the downs, the challenges, if I fail, if I don't fail. But I don't like failing. I love succeeding at things. So I think I'm putting it out there. I'm going to succeed. And tell me if you're doing Project Pan, and leave this emoji if you're doing a No by 2026 or a Project Pan 2026. Bye, loves.